Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a new Cut to You design team layout. So for this one, I decided to do the team's monthly challenge. Every month we have a new challenge or theme or something to do on our layouts, and for this month, the month of August, the challenge was to use 2 cut files on a layout. And I absolutely love this cut file that I'm using right now as a stencil. And it's like the perfect design for a stencil. So I knew right away when I saw the challenge and then also this cut file that this is what I was going to do. So I cut out this cut file on some plastic stencil material that I bought on Amazon quite a long time ago. And it worked out perfect. I think it took 30 minutes to cut because it's just so time consuming because it has to, with the plastic, it has to go over the cut file twice for it to actually cut all the way through the cut file. So yeah, it took like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It took a long time. So I let that dry for quite a while, and then here you'll see that I am now going to be playing with my Amy Tangerine watercolors. So this is a watercolor set that I got this year. I believe this one is new and it just came out at the beginning of the year. And I knew that I wanted to use pinks and purples and kind of like a purpley blue for this layout because I had picked out a pattern paper that I got from Michael's probably like a year or so ago, possibly longer, and I haven't used it yet. And it's just a 6x6 pad, and I knew that it would be perfect to use to embellish and to add layers to my photo. So I'm not gonna make you watch all of this because obviously it does take me forever to do this whole 12x12. But as you can see here, basically what I'm doing is I'm doing 2 rows, one row, one color, and then the next row, then the next color, and the next row, another color. So I think what I end up doing is kind of like a purpley pink, then a purple, then a pink, and then another like darker purple, and it's more of a blue purple. So here you can see I am just finishing up with this last row, and this one is definitely more blue than the other kind of purpley colors. And I really, really love how this turns out. This is probably my all-time favorite layout of the summer so far. So far? No, we're at the end of the summer, so yeah. Anyway, it's late. I worked 10 hours today and I'm so tired. I can't believe I'm still awake. Anyway, so here I have the color photo, and I'm going to put the glue down, and then I'm going to realize, you know, I think I like the black and white one better. So I'm going to cut this black and white one down, and then this is where I realize, yeah, I really do like the black and white one better. So I'm going to cut this one down a little bit more, and then I'm going to glue it to this pretty, it's like a, I don't know how to, like what is a rusty pink? Is that what it's called? I don't know. And then I came up with the idea to use my scissors to distress the edges. I don't have a distress tool or anything like that. So that was how I got the look that I really, really love, the distressed kind of look. So I'm going to do that on a couple different layers behind the photo. I apologize if you can hear Max. He's being a naughty dog and finding all of the things I have on the floor to eat that are not to eat. So here I'm going to cut a little banner out in this blue color, and then I'm going to add that purpley pattern paper above that, and I really like that. So that is going to be one of my clusters, and then down here on the bottom right hand corner I'm going to do another cluster. And here I'm just looking for another piece of paper because I feel like I need another pattern paper behind the photo before I put the blue mat on. So here I'm going to use, it's kind of like a purpley blue. It's more blue than purple, whereas the layer above that is more pink than purple. So here I'm going to start gluing this little banner cluster down to the photo and gluing the photo down and distressing the edges. And I just can't get over how much I love this layout. And I think the cut files are the biggest part that I absolutely love. I love cut files, and I have started using cut files like a lot more in the last, 8 months or so, and it's been so fun. So being on this design team has just been awesome, and I absolutely love Gwen's cut files. So make sure that you click the links below. I'll have a link to the shop, and then I will also have a link to each one of these cut files. So the one that I used as a stencil is called Quilt Grid, and then the one that is going to be the title is going to be Besties for Life. That's what the name of it is, but the title's actually going to be Sisters, Besties for Life. So this was so perfect. I knew when she sent this to me that I was going to visit my sisters in the month of August, and so right away I was like, oh, I'm totally going to use that Besties for Life, Sisters, Besties for Life on a layout. But I wasn't going to visit my sisters until, the middle of the month. So all I knew was I just had to get a photo taken of me with my sisters. And my mom actually did it without prompting the very first night we were there. And it was so exciting, so awesome. And it just is such a perfect photo. I really, really love this photo of us. Okay, so now here is where I am going to start the hard work of figuring out what to do with my title. And actually, I really like it right there, but at the time when I was scrapbooking, I just did not like any of it, wherever I was putting it. I just felt like it wasn't standing out, it wasn't working. So then I'm going to bring in this 6x6 paper, and I really like that. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start backing this cut file. Then I'm like, well, what if I separate the word sisters from Besties for Life? So then it kind of connects the top to the photo, if that makes sense. Like the top cluster to the photo, and it kind of goes down in a diagonal. And I'm so glad I did that because I really, 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 really love how it turned out that way. So now here I'm trying to decide which paper to use. I can't decide. So for the word sisters, I'm going to use, actually no, you know what? For both, for the whole cut file, I'm going to not use that unicorn paper. I'm going to use a different one. So here I'm just using my Zig pen to add glue to the word sisters, and I'm going to back that and cut it out, and then I'm going to come back and I will show you the rest of the layout. Okay, now you can see I'm all done. I have the cut files backed with some pretty, it was watercolor type paper, and then I considered adding that unicorn watercolor behind the mat that I already had, but I decided against it. I like it the way it is. So now I'm going to glue down the cut file, and then I'm going to embellish. And I really don't do much embellishing at all. because I just wanted the background and the cut file title to just stand out and to be the main focus. I mean, of course, besides the photo, right? So I didn't want to distract from any of that. And so the only thing I'm going to add is some sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps and then some watercolor hearts that I had in my stash that just kind of go along with the hearts that are on the cut file. So that is it for this layout. I am going to add some journaling. I add a little card next to the photo cluster there here in a minute, and I am going to do some journaling. I haven't done it yet though, and I'm one of those people that for things like this that are like I have to actually sit and think about it, and there's stuff that I specifically want to say about my sisters and about this trip and everything like that. I can't just do it really quick, and I really wanted to get these photos taken. So I apologize, I haven't done the journaling yet, but basically it's just going to be about how these two sisters, I feel like our relationship has evolved over the last, I don't know, 8 months, a year, something like that. Okay, so here I added also some butterflies that I had watercolored quite a while ago, actually. Those were in my stash as well. And then some sequins. And the sequin mixes that I use, hold on, I have them right here. I used the pink ones from Springtime Bliss from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I also, let's see, sorry, they're like way over on my desk. I used Ariel's Tail and Glitter Love. I'm not sure if Jody sells all of these sequins still in her shop, but I will leave a link to her shop as well. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to run on over to the blog, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.